Good afternoon, sports fans. It is Camilla of the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters here. Uh, Anteaters not doing fantastic, to be honest. We're 7-10 right now after 20 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That doesn't seem right. Maybe the number is wrong. But we're not doing fantastic. Oh, we're 8-13. I guess the site hasn't updated yet. There's an unofficial site where all the games are logged. Where can I check my record? Yes, this is a different site. This is freecash.ws/teams. There it is. Also, hello, Wheels. I mean, Wheels, how are the, are they the golden guys? Golden guards. 3-3. Or 4-7. Decent record. We're 8-13 here, down by 18 runs. We've had a couple of team changes. I applied a moat, which is like an upgrade that you can get that's randomly, you can choose out of 3 randomly assigned upgrades. The first one I did was I gave a minor boon of awareness to Vernon Lindbergh, the Lindbergh baby himself. Then last night, I said our pitching team is awful overall. It's like Nate Gunther has an ERA of 1, which is astonishing, and Hannah Shadler has an ERA of like 1.5, which is also astonishing. Jacqueline Time Warp, who we hired because she was fantastic, has an ERA of like 5. It's driving me crazy. Dustin Estes has not pitched at all. Zhongwei Kono has pitched once for our closer. The game does not bring in closers for some reason. Which is feedback that I have left on their Discord. Like, why do the managers not bring in the closer when we are within like 3 runs? That's when you bring in a closer. You shouldn't be putting in Kelly Gentry in the 9th. Kelly Gentry drives me crazy. Anyway, so our last match this morning, we lost against the Ottawa Official Owls. The statue in town is the Golden Boy, but boys wasn't a final award option. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, classic Kelly. Her brother, Elmer Gentry. Is that movie? Is that Gentry or Gantry? Gantry, damn it. Well, regardless. So we're getting up to yeah, Kelly Gint the out of here. Oh, coming up on day 30 here. The Toronto Northern Lights are, I think, doing bad. Oh shit, Toronto Northern Lights good now. We bumped up to 3rd. We were last for like the last 2 days. There we go. We're starting to crush it. Perhaps things are looking up for us here. But I'll be honest with you, I don't care about this. We're here for the lesser league. We were bumped out of the top 12, obviously. Bottom of the top 12 is the Hamilton Combined Workers, followed by Orlando Scheme Bureau Hammerheads, Missoula Mathematics Smart Museum, which is PB of Moonshot's team, doing great. Sound Globe Disruptor Project. I'll never forget that game. Anyway, it's 11. Time to go up against the Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary. Hang on. There we go. And a lovely storming day here in Wallingford, Connecticut. Yeah, sure. Let's see. We have Diggory Dill pitching versus Jacqueline Time Warp. Hannah Shadler, I think, took up the same spot that Lindbergh was at during his hitting. And I don't know if our batting team is worse now or not, because the idea was that your best batting or your best pitching batter replaces your worst pitcher. All right, starting first pitch, Elwin Watkins hits a ground ball to left field. And a single to Parsons. Parsons just can't get to a ground ball to left before she can make it to the base. Now up at bat, Hobble Frandsen. Ball 1-0. I should have some background sounds. Something like dun 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 dun. Fly ball to center field for Frandsen. On a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. It's a home run. Goes right over Kibbles Dementi's head. 2 runs for Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 0 in the top of the first. Can we get like fucking like 3 hours of baseball music? Up at bat, Jaden Blanchard, ball 2-0. Okay, hang on. Strike looking, 2-1. Strike 2-2 on a low curve. Tries to get that fastball up and near his face. Struck out. Jane Blanchard goes down in 5 pitches. Let's see here. Baseball music, copyright free. Ballpark organ music, it's only 13 minutes. 1 hour. Now batting Riley Diaz. Foul ball 1-0. And ball 1-1. Baseball stadium game ambience ASMR. Let's see. Did I say ambience? It's ambiance, right? There we go. That's what I wanted. How is that? Is that bearable? We'll turn that down. Really low volume movie of Sandlot. Fly ball to left field. Caitlin Fontana homers on the first pitch. What is Jacqueline Time Warp doing out there? Crank it up a little bit so that it's still audible when... The audio is all over the place in this. A fly ball to center field for Diana Upton on her first pitch. If this is a homer, I'm going to go berserk. Flies out to Kibbles Dementi. That'll do it for the top of the first. Wow, this ambiance is really loud and annoying. Bottom of the first, we have Diggory Dill pitching. Moving this music tab to a new window. Up at bat first, Regina Kwan, the star of the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters. Ground ball to first on the first pitch. Can she make it? Grounds out to Hobble Franson on first base. Next up at bat, Coda Sexton. How's this? Just like chatter. Okay, play the stadium. Okay, that is the Adams Family theme. Ball 1-1. Ball 2-1. Fucking sure. This is awful. Ball 3-1. Okay, there we go. If you're happy and you know it, perhaps clap your hands. Yeah, need the background stuff from the Sleepy Time baseball radio. And Sexton grounds out, hits a ground ball to the catcher. Ground ball to the catcher. I don't... Did it turn around? Kamiko Wood up at bat. Foul ball, 0-1. Ground ball to third. I believe this will be 1-2-3 for the Anteaters. And I forgot to put on my hat. Grounds out to Caitlin Fontana. That's going to do it for the bottom of the first. If I can find an Anteater baseball hat, that would be cute. I'll find some stadium sounds for the soundboard. Next up, top of the second. Jacqueline Time Warp still on the mound. Of course, we have Ellie Cease. First plate appearance of the game. Ball, 1-0 on a low and away fastball. Ball, 2-0. Throwing a 109-mile-an-hour heater up and away. Ground ball to right field for Cease. Singles. Boom cannot get there. Can't make that connection with Brandy Umar on first. I always forget who the infield is. Angel Hampton up at bat. Strike, 0-1. Time Warp throwing seemingly nothing but fastballs today. Ball, 1-1. We, of course, know her for her raw talent, which is why she has an ERA of 5. In fact, I can get those exact stats up because somebody made a little program, a little Python script that runs it for you. Though those stats should actually be up on the site sometime today. Foul, 3-2. Finally, mixing it up with a couple of curveballs, Angel Hampton strikes out. 1 out for the mouse hole mouse evolutionary boundary. Let's load up those stats here as Ivan Alcantara hits a line drive to center field on the first pitch. Singles. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Time Warp has to control those fastballs if they're going to get anywhere today. And let's see what the Anteater stats are going into day 30. TV run. This Ellen Watkins back up at bat. Got a single in her first at bat, last inning. Ball 2-0. Ground ball to shortstop. Could this be an inning-ending double play? Double play it is. Alicia Castillo hands it over to Shadler and then to Kwan. 6 to 4-3. Is it? Yeah. All right. See, they don't move around like actual ball players because the shortstop would be the second. Would be on second there, and second would have picked it up typically. But Alicia Castillo hits a ground ball to first base. We can see if she maybe beats it on like an error. Rounds out to Hobble Franson. Next up, Kibbles Lamenti coming in with a batting average of .220. On base percentage of 0.5. Wait, no, I read that wrong. 188. Foul ball. 0-1. Ground ball to first base. They love that first base today. Reaches on a fielding error. Hobble Franson cannot keep a hold of it. Now batting Sienna Bohm. Sienna Bohm, an a BA of 171. The second lowest of the team behind Brandy Umar. Foul ball, 0-1. South of that dreaded Mendoza line. Strike, 0-2. Ball 1-2. Sienna Bohm, one of the players that the owner of the Anteaters says that she wants to either buff or kill. If she gets to send someone down to the lesser league, it will probably be Brandy Umar, but it'll be close. Ball 2-2. Foul 2-2 again. And Sienna Bohm strikes out. 2 outs in the bottom of the second, runner on first. Now batting Hannah Shadler. This is her 5th game, I believe, as a new batter, no longer pitching. As, of course, Lindbergh moved up to the mound. Strike, 0-1. Strike, 0-2. Unfortunately, we don't have a batting average for Hannah Shadler yet, because the program seems to be pulling from my old list. All 2-2. Shadler strikes out not 1-2-3. We did get a single in there from Kibble Stilmenti, but that's going to do it for the second inning. Mousehole is going to be back up batting. Top of the third. Up at bat. Hobble Franson hit a home run in his first at bat. Time Warp throws the pitch. Ball. 1-0 on a low and in curve. Ball 2-0. High curve. Trying to paint the corners, but doesn't seem to be able to get him to swing. Hobble pops up to third. Can Coda Sexton get it? Coda Sexton makes the connection. Easy pop up. 1 away. Score is 3-0. Top of the third. Storming out. Perhaps the Anteaters are slipping and sliding out there. Jane Blanchard, 0-for-1, strikeout in his first at-bat. And another strike, 0-1. Strike, 0-2. And how is Mousehole strikes out? 2 outs for Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary. How is Mousehole looking coming into this game? Mousehole is 8-7, down 5 runs. We can see if maybe they turn that luck around or if we actually win while I'm watching. Ball 1-0. Riley Diaz up at bat struck out in their first at bat. Foul ball 1-1. Favoring the curve now, decided those fastballs weren't really doing it for her. Jacqueline Time Warp trying to make up the difference, keep the mouse holes at bay. Strike swinging 2-2. And Diaz strikes out looking. Just didn't think that curveball would be in that zone. That's going to do it for the top of the third. Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary 3, Wallingford Multiple Anteaters 0. The Wallingford Multiple Anteaters back up at bat. Diggory Dill on the mound. Except Brandy Umar. Umar coming in with a batting average of 143. Abysmal strike 0-1. On-base percentage of 119, slugging of 171, and an OPS of 290. Line drive to right field for Umar. Can she turn it around? Doubles on a line drive. Watkins can't hold her off. Runner in scoring position for the Anteaters. Up at bat, Albert Parsons. Foul ball, 0-1. Diggory Dillon with that low center slider seems to favor it. Ball 1-1. Fly ball to right field for Parsons. Flies out. Unfortunate. As the fans like to say, I'll commit arsons because of Parsons. The fans are always saying this. I tell them, it's not really a good slogan for a batter. Now batting Regina Kwan. Batting average of 354. Foul ball 0-1. Strike 0-2. Regina Kwan strikes out. No luck today on the plate so far. Bottom of the third, 2 outs, runner on second. Up at bat, Coda Sexton, 0-for-1 so far. Less of a slogan, more of a promise. That is true. Ball 1-0. Strike 1-1. Strike looking 1-2. On that center curve. Ball 2-2. Sexton strikes out, and that will do it for the bottom of the third. Anteaters strand a runner on second. The ball seems to be just slipping off the bat out there. Heading into the 4th inning, Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary 3, Wallingford Multiple Anteaters 0. Jacqueline Time Warp takes the mound again. Time Warp with an ERA of 5.28. Caitlin Fontana, 1 for 1 this outing, a home run in her first at bat. Foul ball, 0-1. I should get Boba. Foul, 0-2. There we go. There's our mascot. A little bright, so it might be hard to see him. There we go. Strikes out in 3 pitches. That curveball, fastball, curveball combo really took her by surprise. Diana Upton up next. Ball 1-0. Upton 0 for 1 today, a flyout in her first at bat. Strike swing 1-1. Low and away curve. Really got her to reach for it there. Ball 2-1. Foul ball 2-2. Here in the top of the 4th, 1 out. Line drive to center field. Can Kibbles Clementi get it? They cannot. A single on a line drive manages to hold him just to 1. But that's going to put a runner on for the Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary. Now batting, Ellie Sis, 1 for 1 with a single in her first at-bat. Where the hell is Mousehole? Oh, strike 0-1, but Upton steals second base. Mousehole down. A village in England. Coming in across the pond to play our humble Anteaters. Foul ball, 0-2, followed by a ball, 1-2. Runner on second, 1 out. Fly ball to center field. Clementi will need to catch that and move it pretty quick to prevent them from scoring. Flies out to Clementi and manages to hold Upton to second base. Great play by Clementi. Next up, Angel Hampton, 0 for 1, a strikeout in his first at-bat. Strike, 0-1. Fly ball to left field. That's going to be to Parsons. A homer on a fly ball to left field. Unfortunate. Upton and Hampton both score. Parsons just can't get under it. Time Warp, what the hell are you doing out there? Score is Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary 5, Wallingford Multiple Anteaters 0. Now batting, Ivan Alcantara. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0. Time Warp seems rattled out there. Ball 3-0. Line drive to left field. Can Parsons make this one? No, he cannot. Alcantara doubles. Runner on second, 2 outs, 5-0 in top of the 4th. Elwyn Watkins up at bat. 1 for 2 with a single and a double play. Fly ball to center field on the first pitch, a low curveball right in the middle. Flies out to Clementi. That's going to do it for the inning. Runner stranded on second. Going into the bottom of the fourth, score is 5-0. Mousehole. Boba, how you feeling about the team today? Me too. Diggory Dill on the mound, and I hear Archer moving about in the house. Kamiko Wood, 0 for 1 today. Now, somebody put out a ground ball to second base. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to do it. Kamiko Wood, one of the players with an original name on the multiple Anteaters, rounds out to Sis. Somebody put out a document of all the players that have a clone on a different team. There was a glitch in the first day where 1,500 players have some sort of duplicate. The only original players on the multiple Anteaters are actually Kamiko Wood and the closer Zhongwei Kono, who we never see. Ball 1-0 for Castillo. Flying ball to center field for Castillo. Can they get on the board? Flies out to Blanchard in center. Unfortunate. Doppelbaiter, yeah. There are actually 6 Jacqueline Time Warps in the league. Clementi up at bat. Ball 1-0 on a high inning curve. Strike 1-1. Just didn't like the look of that curve. Strike 1-2. Clementi does not want to swing. Struck out looking. Clementi says, do not... I don't want to do any work. I want to go and look at my phone. They're time travel duplicates of each other like Woebegone. I don't know Woebegone, but that sounds right. Top of the 5th. Mousehole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary 5. Wallingford Multiple Anteaters 0. On this stormy day. Time Warp on the mound. Franson up at bat, 1 for 2 with a home run and a pop out. Here's the pitch. Ball 1-0 on a high curve. Ball 2-0 on a fastball that goes right by their ear. Strike 2-1. Going back to the fastball after a bunch of curves. Ball 3-1. Low and away. Ball 4. Time Warp walks Franson here in the top of the 5th. No outs, runner on first. Up to bat, we have Jaden Blanchard 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Ground ball to the pitcher. Time Warp has their hands on it, but Franson moves to second base, runner in scoring position with 1 out. Riley Diaz, 0 for 2, also 2 strikeouts. Jacqueline Time Warp was really feeling those 2 innings. Strike 0-1. Pop up to short. Castillo gets under it. 2 outs. That was a nice center fastball, too. 102 miles an hour right down the middle. Still managed to pop it up. Caitlin Fontana, 1 for 2, a home run and a strikeout. Ball 1-0 on a high and away fastball, trying to get him to reach for it, but can't seem to get her to take the bait. Strike 1-1. Trying to mix it up with the curves and fastballs. Line drive to left field on a fastball. Lines out to Parsons, and that'll do it for the inning. The Mouse evolutionary boundary strand one on second here in the top of the fifth. Score is still 5-0 for the Mouse evolutionary boundary. Some people really try and cram as many words as possible into their team names, no matter how difficult it is to say. Up at bat, Sienna Bohm, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ball 1-0 on a low and away slider. Doesn't take the bait. Strike 1-1. Looks like she's swinging an oar out there. She falls for it that time. Ball 2-1. Ball 3-1. Dill does not seem to want to pitch to her directly. Strike 3-2. Something's got to give here. Fly ball to center field. Flies out to Blanchard. Boom, just not got that power behind the swing. I believe from here I can hear the owner screaming, "Stop losing, you cowards! I made a spreadsheet." Hannah Shadler, ball 1-0 up at bat. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Curveball right down the middle, strike 1-1. Didn't want to swing at that. Ball 2-1. Really mixing up the pitch placements here. Ball 3-1. MMOLB seems to be a much more complicated system than Blaseball was. With the pitch locations, pitch types, Shadler walks ball 4 on a 78-mile-an-hour curveball. Very slow up and in. Next up, Brandy Umar, 1 for 1 today with a double. Lowest batting average on the team, but perhaps today she is turning herself around. Ball 1-0 on an 88.8-mile-an-hour curveball, low and away. Ball 2-0. Ball 3-0. Will Dill walk in 4 pitches? Umar, do not swing, for the love of God. Umar walks 4 pitches. Umar says, "I'm not taking any shit today." 1 out, runners on first and second in the bottom of the 5th. Can the Anteaters turn their luck around with Albert Parsons at bat? 0 for 1 with a foul out. With a fly out. Ball 1-0. High curve. High and fast curve. Pop up to the catcher. Unfortunate on that slider right down the middle. Will people advance? Though I think that's the infield fly rule. It pops out to the catcher. Unfortunate. Angel Hampton right under it. Regina Kwan, star player, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strike, 0-1. If Quan can get them on the board, the Wallingford Anteaters have a chance to turn this around. Ball 1-1. Foul ball 1-2. Quan strikes out, stranding 2 on the bases. It's going to do it for the 5th inning. Anteaters, no luck today. Now, I believe that they faced the Mouse evolutionary boundary before. Last night at 11 p.m., the game was 9-6. They actually won. On Shadler was pitching, but doesn't seem to be doing it today with Jacqueline Time Warp. Off the bat, Diana Upton 1 for 2 with a flyout and a single. Fly ball to center field on a fastball, basically right down the middle, 106 miles an hour. Flies out to Delamenti. Delamenti right under it. They are schmoving out there. Now batting Ellie Sis for Mousehole. 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. Ball 1-0 on a really high and away fastball. And by fastball, I mean a fastball. That was a 105 mile an hour heater. Foul ball 1-1 on a fastball right down the middle. Can't seem to make that connection fully. Ball 2-1 on a low curve. Sis says pitch to me right down the middle. I'm not playing any of your games. Foul 2-2. Ground ball to first base, and I do not think that Sis is going to be able to get there on that center curve. Grounds out to Quan on first. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. No runners on base. Coming up to the plate, Angel Hampton. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a home run. Strike 0-1. Strike 0-2. Foul ball 0-2. Strikes out. That's going to do it. 1, 2, 3 for the Mouse evolutionary boundary. We're going to the bottom of the 6th for the Wallingford multiple Anteaters next try. Diggory Dill still on the mound for the Mouse evolutionary boundary. Coda Sexton up at bat, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strike 0-1. Trying to swing at that curveball. Strike 0-2 swing. Sexton impatient today. Ball 1-2. Sexton says, I'm not going to fall for that a third time. Foul 1-2 on a high center curve. Sexton strikes out, cannot make connection with that slider down the middle. Up at bat, Kamiko Wood 0 for 2 today. Can she turn her luck around? Fly ball to center field on the first pitch, a center slider at 89 miles an hour. Just looked good to her, a home run on a fly ball. Comico Wood does it. Cheering sound effect. There we go. They're cheering for her out there, folks. Up at bat, Alicia Castillo. Ball 1-0. Manager not willing to switch Dill out yet. Anteaters are on the board. Ground ball to the catcher yet again. Was Castillo the one who did that before? Grounds out. No, Sexton was the one who did that before. That's one magic ball. Kibbles Dementi. 2 outs, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Ground ball to first base, and I believe that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th for the Anteaters. Yep, Franzen picks it up easily, taps the base, and heads back to the dugout. 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Jacqueline Time Warp still on the mound in the 7th. Manager unwilling to take her out even though she is not very good. In fact, she is, on paper, the worst pitcher on the team, by far. But apparently no, it was Hannah Shadler with an ERA of 1. Strike 0-1 for Ivan Alcantara. Strike 0-2. These curveballs down the middle seem to be throwing Alcantara off. Line drive to left field for Alcantara on a low and away curve. Lines out to Parsons. Wonderful job by Parsons there of not embarrassing me in front of Mousehole. Pardon me. Ellen Watkins, 1 for 3 today with a single, a ground infield double play, and a fly out. Foul tip 0-1. Strike 0-2. And Elwin Watkins strikes out. 2 down in the top of the 7th. Up at bat, Hobble Franson, 1 for 2 with a home run, a pop out, and a walk. Of course, walks do not count for at-bats. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0. Foul ball 2-1. On a fastball right down the middle from Time Warp. Could have been dangerous. Foul ball 2-2. Had to wake up at 8:30 today to check into my flight to California tomorrow. Ball 3-2 on a low and away curve. Franson just won't swing for it. Franson walks. Ball 4. Runner on first, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. A lot of lightning out there. Must be blinding Jacqueline Time Warp on the mound. Now at bat, Jaden Blanchard 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Will that be a hat trick? Bad hat trick? Turkey? Hobble Franson steals second base, strike 0-2. Clearly didn't communicate that since Blanchard swung. Blanchard strikes out looking, doesn't like the look. That sinker does not swing, but unfortunately it is in the strike zone. Mouse is strand one on second, going into the second half of the seventh. It's time for the seventh inning stretch here. Give me a. Anteaters up at bat. Dill, whoa, Boba flying into my lap. Dill's still on the mound. Sienna Bohm 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. There we go. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0 on an up and in slider. Strike 2-1. Bohm doesn't like the look of that pitch. Strike 2-2. Can Bohm turn her luck around here today? Line drive to left field. Lines out to Upton. It's going to be 1 out. Bottom of the seventh. Up at bat, Hannah Shadler. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a base on balls. Ball 1-0 on a high and away slider. I don't really know how you slide up. Foul ball 1-1 on a slider right down the middle. Ground ball to second base. Grounds out to Sis. 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh. Is this legible for you guys? Would you rather I do like that? Maybe that? Is that better? Is that more fun? Maybe center it a little. Umar hits a fly ball to the right field on our first pitch. 1 for 1 today with a double and a base on balls. A slider down the middle. Flies out to Watkins in right field, and that's going to do it for this inning. Going into the eighth. Mouse Hole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary 5. Wallingford Multiple Anteaters 1. Frankly, tiring outing for the Anteaters. Time Warp pitching. Manager not willing to take her off the mound. At bat, Riley Diaz, 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. Mostly enjoying the commentating. That makes sense. Ball 1-0. I enjoy doing the commentator voice. Ball 2-0 on a high and in fastball, 107 goddamn miles an hour, trying to break their nose. Foul ball, 2-1. Doing my occupational therapy stretches. Been slacking on these. Line drive to right field for Diaz. Can Bohm get it? Bohm right there to catch it. 1 out. Up at bat, Caitlin Fontana. You know, Bohm, I believe that we scouted her to be a better hitter than a defender since she's playing right field. But, seems to be kind of the opposite, usually. Foul ball 0-1 for Fontana. 1 for 3 today with a home run, a strikeout, and a lineout. Strike looking 0-2. Strikes out looking 1, 2, 3. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Manager's making a mound visit, even though that was a fantastic bat. And they're taking time warp out of the game. Imani Clayaz taking the mound as a relief pitcher here in the top of the 8th. Now up at bat, Diana Upton, 1 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a single. Foul ball, 0-1 on a low center fastball. Upton ground ball to right field. Singles. Bohm just can't get there in time to cut her off. Up at bat, Ellie Sisk, 1 for 3 today with a single and a flyout. Find it weird how they notate down here strikeout with SO when normally it's K. Ball, 2-0. Diana Upton caught stealing second, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. A risk she shouldn't have taken. Bottom of the 8th, multiple Anteaters at bat. Anteaters tend to shine in the 8th. Diggory Dill still pitching. Probably getting pretty tired out there. Albert Parsons at bat, 0 for 2 with a flyout and pop out. Strike, 0-1. Ball, 1-1 on a low and in curve. Trying to hit his legs out there. Foul ball, 1-2. Strikes out looking. There'll be 1 out for the Wallingford multiple Anteaters. Regina Kwan, 0 for 3 today, an abysmal showing for a normally very good player. 2 strikeouts in that count. Ball, 1-0. 1 out, no runners on base. 5-1, bottom of the 8th. Other statistics. Ground ball to the pitcher for Kwan. Kwan can't seem to make a good hit today in what will probably be her last at-bat. Grounds out, Dill to Franson. 2 outs. Coda Sexton, 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts today. Ball, 1-0 on a low and away curve. Ground ball to center field for Sexton. Can she turn it around? Manages to single. Blanchard cannot cut her off in time. And Sexton is on the board for a hit. Kamiko Wood, 1 for 3 with a home run. Runner on runner on first, 2 outs. Pop up to third base, and I believe this will unfortunately do it for the Anteaters in the 8th. Fontana gets under it. Unfortunate for the Anteaters. Going into the top of the ninth, Mouse Hole Mouse Evolutionary Boundary 5, Wallingford Multiple Anteaters 1. Amani Clayus still on the mound. Top of the ninth, Clayus will need to keep them at bay here if the Wallingford Anteaters have any chance of winning. Sis 1 for 3 with a single and a flyout. Thank you for the sad applause from the crowd. Strike 0-1. Foul ball 0-2. Throwing a few slow changeups. Line drive to center field. Can Kibbles the Lamenti get it? The Lamenti fumbles and it's a double. Or maybe he doesn't fumble because I think that would be an error, but can't seem to make it in time to hold her to 1. Angel Hampton 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a homer. Homer? That's my impression of Marge Simpson. What do you think? Let me know. Foul ball 0-1. Runner on second. Foul ball 0-2. Trying to get her with that changeup. Sorry, with that fastball after a changeup. Adjust the speed, trying to get him off their game. Ground ball to the shortstop. Could this be a double play? Hampton reaches on fielder's choice. Castillo wisely hands it over to Sexton to get Sis out at third. That'll bring Alcantara back back at the plate, 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a line out. Runner on first, 1 out. Strike 0-1. Foul ball 0-2 with a low changeup. And Alcantara strikes out. 2 outs, runner on first in the top of the ninth. Ellen Watkins 1 for 4 today with a single, a ground infield double play, a foul out, and a strikeout. Pop up to third. I believe that will do it for the top half of the inning. Pops out to Sexton. Great job, Sexton. Bottom of the ninth. Anteaters need to make up 4 runs at the very least, 5 for a walk-off. Can they do it? Who is up at bat first? I forget. Dickory Dill still on the mound, bottom of the ninth, surprisingly. Castillo 0 for 3 today with a flyout. Ball 1-0. Strike 1-1 on a center curve. Nice and slow at 81. Line drive to right field for Castillo. A double. Castillo finally on the board in her 4th at-bat. It's going to put a runner in scoring position with no outs for the Anteaters here in the bottom of the ninth. Kibbles to Lamenti. Can they change it with their 0 for 3 with a strikeout? Strike 0-1 on that low curve. Strike 0-2 swinging. Like that one, but just couldn't get the bat around it. Struck out looking 1, 2, 3 for Clementi. Runner on second, 1 out. Dill still on the mound. Manager seems to have a lot of confidence in him. Sienna Bohm 0 for 3, a strikeout, a fly out, and a line out. Getting almost all the outs. Strike 0-1. Ball 1-1. Foul ball 1-2 on that low and away slider. Runner on second, 1 out. Fly ball to center field for Bohm. Could this be a sacrifice fly? Flies out to Blanchard, and unfortunately, Castillo doesn't even run for it. 2 outs, runner on second. Multiple Anteaters are going to need a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 9th. Mander is making a mound visit for the final out. Manager says, I'm not taking any risks. Omari Ballard, get in there. Up at bat here we have Hannah Shadler. Shadler, a chance to really make a name for herself on this team. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a base on balls. Ball 1-0. Once they have team stats on the site, this commentary is going to get great. Ball 3-0, 3 pitches, 3 balls. Foul ball 3-1. Don't know why she swung on 3-0. Ball 4, Shadler walks. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Up bat, Brandy Umar. 1 for 2 with a second, a base on balls, and a flyout. Ball 1-0. Is Ballard one of those pitchers that just walks people constantly once they get in to relieve the starter? Line drive to right field for Umar. A single. Bases are loaded. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. A grand slam will tie it up. Umar, great outing for Umar today. Parsons 0 for 3, a fly out, a pop out, and a strikeout. Strike 0-1. Parsons not the most patient batter. Strike 0-2. If Parsons can get even just a single, Regina Kwan might be able to do it. Ball 1-2. The tension is mounting here in the park. At Alexandrite Park. Parsons strikes out. Anteaters lose 5-1. That's the game, folks. An unfortunate outing for the Anteaters today. It looked like they might have been able to do it there, but unfortunately, Omari Ballard manages to hold them to that 1 run. Game over. That's going to bring the Anteaters to a record of 8-14, down 22 runs. The Alexandrome. Ooh, now that's a stadium name. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here. Then Oak Alexandrite will be here for some Landlord Super. We might even do one more game after, do like an hour of Landlord Super and then come back for some more Anteater action. Stick with us, folks. Hey, it's me. Fucking edit fronting. Okay, it's currently fronting. Okay, uses he, they pronouns. How's it going? So we're doing more Landlord Super. Last time we... Hello, sir. Last time we bricked up the house and did the foundation. We're doing the roof now, I believe. Wow, that's kind of loud. Alright. How much money do we have? 12 bucks. We have a ladder to get onto the roof. Just a loose brick here. Yeah. Boop. Okay. Yeesh, jeez. Doesn't. Nice. Okay. Yeet. So, hang on, get my notebook. Construction manual. Laying a foundation, mixing concrete, brick wall, erecting scaffolding, don't care about that. Building a roof. Ensure a no-fine wall loop has been completed. This will generate a flat roof. No fines wall loop. The following is optional and adds value to the property. Place a roof frame and secure using a hammer and nails. Place a tarred wooden plank onto the roof frame, ensuring both ends come into contact with separate frames. Place shingles in the tarred wooden plank. Okay. We need a roof frame. Where's my hammer? I bought a hammer. Oh, it must be down there. Kind of thought it would be something that had on my belt. I'm pretty sure I bought a hammer. What's my energy like? Flower hygiene, energy, yeah. We're fine. Okay, I need roofing. Flat shingles, curved shingles, roof frames. 20 bucks? Oh my god. Okay, well, let's order the shingles. And actually, let's get some food. Good, energy's back. Dude, I'm right here. Yeah, dickhead. Motherfucker, I'm right here. Oh, the bricks are in the... Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? I'm trying, man. You were the one who unloaded it. We really need that hand card. Shut the fuck up. Can't you just fucking go around? Oh my god. Yeah, maybe if I honk 2 more times, they'll go faster. Exactly. Now you're getting it. Now you're thinking like a trucker. Jesus Christ, man. You're an asshole, dude. Might as well just throw these fucking shingles. I can't really get them off the truck otherwise. Yeah, this is fucked up. How could he do this to me? Shut up. Are you able to get a forklift or something? Yeah. It's just like 30 bucks. Get the fuck out of here. Where's my wheelbarrow? I'm getting scrap. Where is my... Ah, there it is. Okay. Scrap value 50 cents. Ugh. And I'll put the pallet on top of that. Cool. Alright, that's a couple bucks right there. I think there were a couple of TVs. Anything out here? Yeah, once stuff settles, nothing falls out of the wheelbarrow is like a nice quality of life thing. Anything here? Some wood. I'm looking for bigger stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'll take this. Anything else right here? What is that? It is a thing. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. A beautiful rock. Crumpled file cabinet. $4, pug. I'm glad sprinting doesn't seem to, like, really do anything for your energy. Is this a glove? Anything in here? Okay, you can't swim. Didn't feel like adding that mechanic, I suppose. Can understand it. Most games until like 2007 didn't have that mechanic. Can't pick up any of these, right? No. It's a shower. Cool. Energy's okay. I'm hoping to get at least like $10. I think I've got that already. I think each of those pipes is like 4. Okay. Ooh, got some stuff here. Ooh, TV. I think I can get the lead pipe on there too. Cool. Well, we tempted a little. No! Okay. Ah. Can't do it like screen down? Ah. Whatever. I'll drop that for now and come back for it. Okay, so things we need. We need a roof frame. And we need something to move shit off the truck. This is a good haul today. Okay, let's get that filing cabinet. Maybe some other stuff. I think I went the wrong way into town. Those bricks will be helpful. What is this? Kitchen cupboard. Oh. Throw. $6. Oh, cool. Oh, good enough. Okay, I think that's a good amount for today. Oh my god, motherfucker! Watch out! Dude hit me with his car. Alright, shower then bed. How much? 29 bucks, not bad. I got an achievement for making 100 bucks selling scrap. The glove didn't make it in. Okay. I have 30 bucks. Building a roof. Place a roof frame and secure using hammer and nails. Place a tarred roof plank onto the roof frame. Shit. Tarred wooden plank onto the roof. Ah, shit. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Okay, and then I need a tarred roof plank. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oops, this was in the air. He's still out making a delivery, okay. Well, might as well do this part. Shit. Oop. Uh... Wait. How do I... Um... Okay. Uh... Oh, okay. That, and then... Put the ladder over here. Okay. I guess I... Get the tar thing. Ooh, I can throw away the tarp for some money. Hopefully. Oh god, I can't see. Oh god, I'm $3 fucking short. Oh, but I need this. Wait. Roofing underlay. Landlord's super how to build a roof. Uh, okay, beginner's guide to landlord super roofing. Ladder, tarred planks, shingles, curved shingles. Uh, okay. Well, let's see. Apparently all the supplies can be found at the church. I apparently need scaffolding to get up there, but I think the ladder will be fine. Good, the ladder came with me. Where is that church? No, I've seen it. Ah, man, I should have brought the wheelbarrow. There's the church. Actually, I definitely will need scaffolding. Okay, what if I, like, try and... Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. How much is scaffolding? Please be like $5. Scaffolding. So much. Okay, well, let's work for like, I don't know, an excessively long amount of time. Oh, yeah, goodbye. Seems pointless to do anything on the job boards. Just do this for a couple days. Okay. How much money did I make? Can't see because of the UI. Oh. Couple of bucks for scrap. Or a couple of pence, really. How are my calories? I should eat food. Okay. Gotta bring this out to where the church is, so that when I get up there, I can just toss everything in it. Okay. It's only 9. Wish there was like a fucking wait around mechanic. I own a hammer, right? I don't. Okay. Get some short poles. Oh my god, so much. I'm gonna need my wheelbarrow to even bring it out here. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Alright, how do I build scaffolding? Place the base strut onto the ground. Attach a connector to the base strut. Tighten bolt with a spanner. I don't have a connector. I don't have a spanner. Fucking $1. How much is a spanner? Okay. And how much are connectors? Okay, I need like $23 more or something ridiculous like that. Back to the bricks at the bottom. I might as well go back home where I don't have my wheelbarrow. I might as well grab this while I'm here. Like that. Oh, 25 pence isn't nothing. I think I've sadly picked up all the TV. Oh my god, man! Where'd all the... I swear to god there weren't all these cars last time I played. Oh, okay. 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 Come on. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think this is the way if I want to get to the church easy. Nope. Oh my god. Fucking drivers. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Oh. Okay. Cool. Bus is running? Yeah. Nope. What do you think? Why don't we do more baseball? Once we get back to the old trailer. Game's about to start. Okay. Let's... Yeah. New jobs. $6. Okay. Let's do baseball. I'll get Camilla out again. Give me 1 second. Alright, hello, sports fans. Back just in time. We are facing against the Ashwa Axolotl. Alright. Play ball. Eugene Kwan batting first. Alfred Adam pitching. Ball 1-1. Who's pitching today for us? Al Weeks. Ball 2-1. Fly ball to left field for Kwan. Flies out to Kuzmin in left field. Unfortunate. Let's check out how the Axolotls have been doing this season. Oshawa Axolotl, they are currently 7-3, up 19 runs. Go to Sexton up to the plate. Ground ball to third base. Grounds out to Jimmy Ramirez. 2 outs, top of the first. Kamiko Wood. Ball 1-0. Let me see if I can pull those stats again. Fly ball to center field for Wood. Flies out to Guthrie in center field, and that's going to do it for this half of the inning. On the mound for the Anteaters today is Al Weeks. It isn't pulling updated stats. Oh well. Curtis hits a line drive to right field on the first ball. The first pitch, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, basically right down the middle. Singles to Sienna Balm. Sienna can't cut him off. It's going to bring up Marilyn Nakayama. Nakayama hits a fly ball to center field on the first pitch. Flies out to Dlamini and gonna hold Guest there at first. No stats available on the site yet. I feel like they would let us know that. Guest steals second base. Ramirez up at bat. Ball 1-0. Ground ball to shortstop, and this might be a double play or a fielder's choice. Ramirez grounds out, but Guest manages to go all the way around to home somehow. I guess I personally would have done a fielder's choice, but that's just me. Koosman up at bat, strike 0-1. Strike 0-2. 2 outs and bottom of the first. Ball 1-2. Al Weeks a fan of the fastball. Ball 2-2. Ball 3-2. Count is full in the bottom of the first here with Josie Koosman at bat. Foul ball. Something's got to give. Ground ball to center field. Koosman singles. Lomani cannot cut him off. That'll bring Khalid Allen. Khalid Allen at bat. Foul ball 0-1. Ground ball to right field for Allen. Singles brings Koosman around to second. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Now at bat, Sarah Vasilev. Ball 1-0. Foul ball 1-1. Trying to mix it up with the fastball and the sinker. Throwing both at 105 miles an hour. Strike 1-2. Ball 2-2. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Foul ball 2-2. Tried to hit him with a slider there, up and in. And Vasilev strikes out looking, and that'll end the bottom of the first. Axolotls leave 2 on. Going into the second, Wallingford multiple Anteaters 0, Oshawa Axolotl 1. It's a lovely sunny day here in Oshawa. I believe that is in Canada, Oshawa. It's on the shores of Lake Ontario. Beautiful Lake Ontario. Now batting Alicia Castillo. Ball 1-0. Strike looking 1-1. Didn't like the look of that sinker. Ball 2-1. Pitching very low, Adam. Foul ball 2-2. Tried to mix it up. Foul ball 3-2. Making him work for it. Alicia Castillo strikes out. It's going to be 1 out in the top of the second. That brings Kibbles Dlamini up to bat. Ball 1-0 on a low sinker. Ground ball to second base. Can Kibbles make it? He singles. Ayala just cannot get it. Runner on first, 1 out, brings Sienna Bohm up to bat. Sienna Bohm had a decent outing last game. I believe she was 2-3. 2 of 3. Foul ball 1-0. Foul ball 1-2. Those were good pitches to swing on, but didn't seem to connect quite right. And she strikes out, but Kibbles Dlamini steals second base. 2 outs, runner in scoring position is Hannah Seidels up to the plate. Foul ball 0-1. It's like 50% Oak, 50% Camilla here. And Oak is not fantastic at the commentary. Ball 1-1 on that high splitter. Foul ball 1-2. Mixing up a lot of the off-speed pitches. Ball 2-2. Ground ball to third base. Unfortunately, I think that might do it. Yes, Hannah Shadler grounds out. Unfortunate. Ramirez picks it up, throws it over to Nakayama for the easy out at first. Going into the bottom half of the second, Wallingford multiple Anteaters 0, Oshawa Axolotl 1. Still anybody's game. Al Weeks on the mound. Joseph Ayala up at bat. Foul ball 0-1. That low changeup. 90-mile-an-hour changeup is pretty fast for that pitch. Foul ball 0-2 on a high sinker. Al Weeks seemingly wants him to swing. Ground ball to the catcher somehow. And he singles. Umar cannot make the connection. It's going to bring up Joe Galashvili Glashvili up to bat. Foul ball, 1-1. Ball, 2-1. Fly ball to left field for Glashvili. On a fastball right down the middle. Can Parsons catch it? Parsons catches it and holds Ayala to first. 1 out. Rosa Guthrie. Rosa Guthrie fly ball to right field on that second pitch. Flies out to Bohm, 2 outs, runner on first. Weeks is throwing him right down the middle, but the outfield is catching him. Strike, 0-1. Curious Guest on the mound, or at the plate. 1 for 1 and a single in his first at bat last inning. Foul ball, 0-2. Ball 1-2 with that high and away fastball. 2 outs. And Guest strikes out looking. Didn't like that fastball down the middle. That'll do it for the second inning. Wallingford multiple Anteaters still 0. Oshawa Axolotl still 1 on this beautiful day in Oshawa by the beach. Alfred Adam takes his place back on the mound. And Brandy Umar back at bat. Did I say back at bat? That's not true. It's her first plate appearance. Line drive to second base on the first pitch. Lines out to Ayala. A shame. Maybe should have waited for the second pitch. Albert Parsons up at bat. Strike 0-1 on a very slow and high curve. Strike 0-2, sinker down the middle. Mixing up those speeds. There's a loud motorcycle down on the street. Ball 1-2 with a high sinker. Didn't sink so much as it lifted. Ball 2-2 with a low curve, making him reach for it, but he doesn't take the bait. Parsons strikes out on a splitter that he shouldn't have reached for. 2 outs in the top of the third. Regina Kwan up at bat, typically a great batter, not had a great outing in her first plate appearance, and last game did not do terribly well. Had a fly out so far. Ball 1-0. Foul ball 1-1 on a tight inside splitter. Ball 2-1. Dun, 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 dun. Ball 3-1. Could Regina Kwan get the walk here? Strike 3-2. Count is full top of the third. No runners on base. Regina Kwan has a chance to get some runs on the board here. Walks! Adam walks Quan. 2 outs, runner on first, Sexton, a chance to bring it in. 0 for 1 so far. But the game is still young. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0. Ground ball to short. I believe that unfortunately will take us into the bottom of the third. Yep, grounds into a force out to Glashvili. Regina Kwan out at second. That's going to bring us to the second half of the inning. Axolotls up at bat. What's a fun fact about axolotls that we can find here? Let me keep a tab over in the other window. Oop. Up at bat, Marilyn Nakayama. Strike, 0-1. Strike, 0-2. Some hard and fast balls down the center. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-2. Foul ball 2-2 again. Just couldn't get quite there. Ground ball to the pitcher. Al Weeks, can he get it? Al Weeks collects it, tosses it to Quan, out. 1 out, bottom of the third. Axolotls are actually only found in a single location on Earth, the freshwater lake Xochimilco near Mexico City. Every axolotl is apparently from there. Probably not found in Oshawa typically, but you never know. Jimmy Ramirez up at bat, foul ball 0-1. Ball 1-1, a second slider to that same location. Strike 1-2 down the middle with the fastball. Didn't expect it. Ball 2-2. 1 out, no runners on base. Foul ball 2-2 with that high fastball. Trying to pop him out, perhaps. And Ramirez strikes out. Didn't swing at that curve. Unfortunate. 2 outs. What's another axolotl fun fact is Josie Kuzman, 1 for 1 today with a single, comes up to bat with 2 outs on the board. Axolotls have a surprisingly varied diet. They're happy to munch their way through everything from worms and mollusks to small fish and insects. Foul ball 0-2. Thank you, deepseaworld.com. Ball 1-2 on a high and in fastball. Trying to brush their nose. Ball 2-2. Kuzman strikes out looking as well. 1, 2, 3 go the axolotls. And that's going to take us into the 4th inning. Score is still 0-1 for the axolotls here in the 4th at Oshawa. Alfred Adam returns to the mound. Kamiko Wood, 0 for 1 today with a flyout. Kamiko Wood, as mentioned, one of the few players with an original name on the multiple Anteaters. Strike looking 1-1. Strike 1-2, swing this time, trying to reach for that sinker. Line drive to left field for Wood. She doubles. Kuzmin cannot hold her to 1. She's too fast. And that's going to bring Alicia Castillo to the mound. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Strike from Castillo. 0-1 on a fast sinker. Ball 1-1. Fly ball to center field for Castillo. Home run for Castillo. The Anteaters are on the board and take the lead 2-1. Fantastic job for Castillo. Someone who's not had the best season so far, but perhaps she's about to turn that around. Kibbles Lamini up at bat, no outs. Ball 1-0. Foul ball 1-1. Fly ball to center field for Lamini. Can he make it happen 2 in a row? Kibbles flies out to Rosa Guthrie, unfortunate. That's going to be 1 out on the board. Sienna Boom, 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Ball 1-0. Low and in splitter. I hardly know her. Ground ball to second base for Bohm. And that's going to be a ground out. 4-3. Ayala to Nakayama. Up next, Hannah Shadler, 0 for 1 today. Former pitcher, now batting. Was considered apparently the worst pitcher on paper. Replaced with best pitching batter, allegedly, Vernon Lindbergh, the Lindbergh baby himself. Ball 1-1 on a low and away cutter. Low, fast, and away cutter. Ball 2-1, cannot get Shadler to reach. Strike 2-2. Goes a little more strike zoney with that one. Line drive to short. And Shadler lines out to Galishvili. That'll do it for the top of the 4th. Anteaters pull ahead 2-1. How about some anteater facts? Anteater facts. I know they have 2-foot-long tongues. Oh, SeaWorld.org. Why does SeaWorld have anteaters? Khalid Allen, 1 for 1 today with a single. Are they keeping anteaters in tanks? Hopefully not. Ground ball to center field for Allen. Singles. Dlamini cannot get it there in time. Fun fact, anteater tongues covered in spines in order to gather ants and other bugs. Small spiny protrusions and sticky saliva. Foul ball 0-1 for Vasiliev. Up at bat. High and away fastball. Pops up to first. Pops out to Kwan. Allen smartly does not move from that base. Joseph Ayala, 1-for-1 today with a single. Strike 0-1. Runner on first, 1 out. Line drive to right field for Ayala. On a high and in sinker, but lines out to Bohm. 2 outs, runner on first. They cannot seem to get Allen off of that base. Up next, Joe Glashvili, the man whose name I hate trying to pronounce. 0-for-1 today with a flyout. Foul ball, 0-1. Strike, looking 0-2 with a high sinker. And the average size of an axolotl is around 20 to 25 centimeters. Foul ball, 0-2. The same length as a fully grown guinea pig or standard size envelope. Foul ball, 0-2 again, with a low and away sinker. Ball, 1-2. Trying to mix him up with that slider, but he doesn't go for it. And he strikes out looking. That'll be it for the 4th inning. Axolotl strand 1 on first. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 2, Oshawa Axolotl 1. Top of the 5th, Alfred Adam on the mound. Now batting Brandy Umar, 0-for-1 today with a line out in her last at-bat. Sorry, I got some therapeutic putty out. Ball, 1-0. Trying to work out my hands a little bit. Ground ball to short on a 105-mile-an-hour sinker. Rounds out to Gelashvili. That's going to do it for Umar. 1 out. No runners on base. Top of the 5th. Sunny day, Oshawa. Up at bat, Albert Parsons 0-for-1 today with a strikeout. It's been nice to get to know this team. My own personal Blorbos. Playing ball, learning, growing. Losing, sometimes winning. Foul ball, 1-2. Parsons hits a ground ball to the pitcher. I don't think that'll do it. He singles. The pitcher cannot scoop it. Parsons is too fast for Alfred Adam and Nakayama. Up at bat, Regina Kwan 0-for-1 today with a flyout and a base on balls. Ball, 1-0. Ball 2-0. Ball 3-0. Alfred Adams seemingly does not want to pitch to Regina and risk the wrath of Quan. Line drive to center field. Sinker right down the middle, 102.8 miles per hour. Quan lines out to Guthrie. Unfortunate. Holds Parsons at first, 2 outs. Go to Sexton, 0 for 2 with a foul out, I think. Foul ball, 0-1. High sinker just in the strike zone. Strike, 0-2. Adam working the sides. Ground ball to third base. This will probably, unfortunately, strand Parsons on the base. Yep, grounds out to Ramirez, thrown to Nakayama. That's going to do it for that half of the inning. At the end of the top of the fifth, Anteaters still 2, Axolotl still 1. And what's an anteater fact? Anteaters don't actually just eat ants, they eat termites as well. And they scavenge fruit, bird eggs, and an assortment of worms and insects, even bees. They actually don't drink very much and usually get the water they need from their food. Rose Guthrie at bat, foul ball, 0-1. Strike, 0-2. Rose Guthrie hits a fly ball to right field, but it's caught by Sienna Baum. It's going to be 1 out, no runners on base. Our own local Connecticut zoo, Beardsley Zoo, has 2 giant anteaters. One male anteater named EO, and a female anteater named Pana, maybe? Curtis Guest at bat. Strike, 0-2. They in fact had a baby a couple of years ago, rare for anteaters as they are an endangered species. The baby's name was Chili, and it was moved to Illinois after a year or so with its mother. Typical practice, a rare actually female anteater. Hopefully rebuild the anteater population. Ball 2-2. Ball 3-2. Something's gotta give for Weeks and Guest in this duel of the century. Guest strikes out looking 2 outs. Marilyn Nakayama up at bat, 0 for 2 today with a flyout. Ball 1-0 on a very low and fast sinker. Moving like a submarine out there, but like a really fast one. Nakayama hits a ground ball to second base. That'll probably do it for the inning. Grounds out to Shadler, tosses it to Quan. 3 outs, bottom of the 5th. Wallingford multiple anteaters 2, Oshawa Axolotl 1. Hang on, I'm getting important news about anteaters at the Beardsley Zoo. They actually had another baby, another female anteater. Marks the 4th giant anteater birth at the zoo. My goodness. Kamiko Wood up at bat. Foul 0-1. Have they named her yet? Oh, there was a poll on Facebook. Strike 0-2. And Kamiko Wood strikes out while I'm looking at anteater facts. Let's see if the Beardsley Zoo posted what they actually named her. Strike 0-1 for Castillo. I cannot scroll further because I'm not on my Facebook account. Strike 0-2. Line drive to center field for Castillo. Home run on a line drive to center field. Castillo on the board. That's 2 home runs this game. Castillo is on fire. Anteaters go up to 3. Cable Stomini up at bat. 1 out. Foul ball 0-1. Strike 0-2 with a cutter down the middle. Ball 1-2. Ball 2-2. And Cable Stomini strikes out. That's going to be 2 outs for the Anteaters. Sienna Bohm hits a ground ball to third. She reaches on a fielding error. Ramirez fumbles it. Runner on first, 2 outs. Hannah Shadler up bat. Still trying to find the name of that baby anteater. They seem to post daily, and this was back in February, so gonna need to scroll. Ball 1-0. Ground ball to center. Ew. There's a tarantula. Oh. Singles. Sienna Bohm moves to second base. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Anteater. Different anteater, damn it. Ball 1-0, Brandy Umar up at bat. Ground ball to second base. Unfortunately, I think that's gonna do it for us here in the top of the 6th. Umar grounds out, unfortunate. Anteaters 3, Axolotl 1. Where are the anteaters? We just want to know what the name of the anteater is. Bottom of the 6th. Axolotl's up at bat. Jimmy Ramirez 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. We've found the name of the baby anteater. Baby anteater's name is Kaiapo, named after the indigenous peoples of Brazil. And she is adorable. Foul ball 1-1. Quick moment here to show you the oh, never mind, it went away. That's fine. Foul ball 1-2. Foul ball 1-2 again on that fastball. Ramirez hits a ground ball to third. Sexton Quan grounds out. Josie Guzman up at bat, 1-for-2 today with a single and a strikeout. 1 out, no runners on base. Ball 1-0 for Guzman. Al Weeks pitching a better game than he has typically. Ball 2-0. Ball 3-0. Maybe I spoke too soon. Foul ball 3-1. Foul ball 3-2. Ball 4. Weeks walks Kuzman. 1 out, runner on first. Now batting Khalid Allen, 2-for-2 today with 2 singles, hits the ground ball to shortstop. Could this be a double play? Allen grounds out, but Kuzman is allowed to move to second base, unfortunately. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Brings up Sarah Vasiliev. 0-for-2 today with a strikeout and pop out. She'll need to turn that luck around in order to get Allen on board. Or Kuzman on board. Strike 1-0. Sinker right down the middle. Ball 1-1 on a high fastball. Trying to brush her hair with it. Foul ball 1-2 on a low fastball. Vasiliev strikes out looking. That'll do it for the 6th inning. Axolotl strand 1 on second. Anteaters 3. Axolotl 1. Good showing today for the Anteaters so far. 2 home runs by Alicia Castillo. Player we've not paid much attention to this season, but is killing it in today's game. Albert Parsons up at bat, 1-for-2 with a strikeout and a single. Strike, 0-1. Parsons hits a fly ball to left field. Flies out to Kuzman, who catches it quite easily. 1 out, no runners on base. Now batting, Regina Kwan, 0-for-2 today, an unfortunate showing both in this game and last game. With a fly out, a base on balls, and a line out. Foul tip, 0-1 on a high out cutter. Fly ball to left field for Kwan. Will Kuzman get under it? Kuzman gets there. Unfortunate fly out for Quan. It's going to make her 0 for 3 today. 2 outs, no runners on base in the top of the 7th. Up at bat, Coda Sexton. 0 for 3 today with a foul out. Strike, 0-1. And that low curve, like she's swinging an oar out there. Foul ball, 0-2. Foul ball, 0-2 once again. Coda Sexton swinging at these pitches. They're fairly down the middle. Admittedly. Ground ball to second base, they'll probably do it for this half of the inning. Yes, it will. Ayala catches it. Ayala fields it, tosses it to Nakayama, and out. We're holding at 3-1 here, going into the bottom half of the 7th. Weeks still on the mound in the bottom of the 7th. Axolotl's up at bat. Up at bat, Joseph Ayala just made that play in the last inning. 1 for 2 today with a single and a line out. Strike looking 0-1. On a 109-mile-an-hour fastball. Holy. Strike swinging 0-2 on a low and in slider. Anything coming in was going to feel slow after that fastball. Ball 1-2, 104-mile-an-hour fastball up and out. Fly ball to center field for Ayala. Kibbles Delaney goes back and catches it. 1 out. No runners on base. Up at bat, Joe Galashvili. 0 for 2 today with a foul out and a strikeout. Also, if you notice here, I'm actually wearing a Connecticut Hartford Yard Goats Pride hat that we got a few years back. Hartford Yard Goats are a local minor team for the Colorado Rockies. Foul ball, 0-1. Ball 1-1 with a high fastball. If I find a baseball hat with an anteater on it, I definitely will wear that instead while doing this. Strike 1-2. Swinging at that sinker right down the middle, but couldn't connect. Ground ball to short. Grounds out to Castillo. 2 outs, no runners on base. At bat, Rosa Guthrie 0 for 2 today with the flyout. 2 flyouts, actually. Ball 1-0. Strike 1-1 looking at that low sinker, 104 miles an hour. Al Weeks throws like the devil. Strike looking 1-2 at that high sinker painting that corner. And Guthrie strikes out looking. That does it for the 7th inning. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 3, Oshawa Axolotl 1. The Axolotls had some good luck in the beginning of the game, I believe just in the first inning, but haven't been able to convert since then. Alfred Adams still on the mound for the Oshawa Axolotl as Kamiko Wood steps up to bat. 1 for 3 today with a double, a foul out, and a strikeout. Sorry, fly out and strikeout. Foul ball, 0-1. Foul ball, 0-2. Foul ball, 0-2 again. Kamiko Wood, noted fouler. Once fouled on 3-2 6 times in a row. Ball 1-2. Oh. Wood strikes out looking unfortunate. 1 out, no runners on base in the top of the 8th. Alicia Castillo, 2 for 3 today with a strikeout and 2 home runs. Strike 0-1. If I were Adam, I wouldn't want to pitch to Castillo. Strike 0-2, looking at a low splitter. Foul ball, 0-2. Trying to pitch her nice and low, perhaps hoping for that ground out. And Castillo strikes out looking unfortunate. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And the Oshawa Axolotl manager is making a mound visit. I believe that'll do it for Alfred Adam today. The emoji for mound visit always makes me smile. I like I like how casual that guy walks. Alfred Adam remains in the game. Trying to address those nerves, but don't feel like taking him out yet. Kibble Slamini, 1 for 3. With a single flyout and a strikeout so far in the game. Strike 0-1. High sinker, 103 miles an hour. Ball 1-1. I will say that the MMOLB is a ball 2-1. More impressive sight in a lot of ways than Blaseball due to its lesser league feature. It is in fact running, instead of 12 games at a time, dozens of games at a time, and doesn't run poorly. Ball 3-1 for Dlamini. Ball 4, Dlamini walks. Seemingly that mound visit did not do much to unshake Adam, and the manager's going back out. I believe this will do it for Alfred Adam. Runner on first, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Ganymede Mjolnir takes the mound. Fantastic name for a player. I feel like that's probably a double one. Sienna Bohm, 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Strike, 0-1. With a center slider. I hardly center know her. Foul tip, 0-2. Fastball down the middle. Ball 1-2 with a low and in changeup, trying to set the off speed. Set Bohm off her game. Foul ball 1-2. A high sweeper. I haven't seen a sweeper before, but unfortunately Berm strikes out looking on that high fastball. And that'll do it for the top half of the 8th. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 3, Oshawa Axolotl 1. Al Weeks still in at the top of the 8th unless the manager makes a visit right now. Now batting Curtis Guest, 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Ball 1-0 with a high and in fast. Ground ball to short for Guest. Grounds out to Castillo. 1 out, no runners on base. Making a mound visit, Al Weeks is leaving the game. David Normal takes the mound. David Normal, fairly good relief pitcher. He's a fan of cornbread and not a fan of the trumpet. Marilyn Nakayama 0 for 3 here, 1 out. Had a fly out in previous at bat. Strike 0-1. Normal pitches a sinker that paints the corner. Ball 1-1. Fly ball to center field for Nakayama. Kibbles Lamini goes back. Cannot get there in time. Nakayama singles. 1 out, runner on first. As Jimmy Ramirez steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strike 0-1. Low and in changeup. Ramirez, ground ball to short. Could this be a double play? Inning-ending double play, Castillo to Kwan. That's going to do it for the bottom of the 8th. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 3, Oshawa Axolotl 1. Axolotls are going to need to make it up in the 4th. Or sorry, in the 9th. What am I thinking? 4th quarter? What is this? Football? Ganymede Mjolnir on the mound. Anna Shadler, up at bat, 1 for 3 today with a line out and a single. Strike, 0-1 on a high slider. Ball 1-1. Trying to make her reach, but no luck. Foul ball 1-2. Low and in sinker, trying to mix up that placement. What do you think about the proceedings, Boba? There we go. Ground ball to second for Shadler. Grounds out to Ayala, 1 out, no runners on base in top of the 9th. Now batting, Brandy Umar, 0 for 3 today with a line out. And we're getting past the hour mark here. It seems that games regularly go past the hour. Ball 1-0 on a low and away curve. Foul ball 1-1. Strike 1-2 from Umar. Ground ball to second. Ooh, try as she might, Umar cannot seem to get on base today. 2 outs, no runners on base. Parsons at bat. 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a single, and a flyout. Genmin Mjolnir throws the pitch. Line drive to first. And Parsons lines out to Nakayama. Genmi Mjolnir manages to hold the Anteaters to 3. Last chance for the Axolotls to make up that difference in the bottom of the 9th. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 3, Oshawa Axolotl 1. David Normal is being taken off the mound, and our closer Zhongwei Kono takes the mound. A rare appearance of Zhongwei Kono, another original name in the MMOLB. Josie Kuzman steps to bat, 1 for 2 today with a single strikeout and a base on balls. Foul ball 0-1 on that fastball. Ball 1-1. Low and in fast. Zhongwei Kono, I believe, another player that we scouted for raw talent. Strong at pitching and maybe defense. Ball 2-1. Low and away fast. Ball 3-1 on the highest sinker I have ever seen at 100 miles an hour, too. Zhongwei Kono walks Kuzman in 5 pitches. Unfortunate. That's going to affect the whip. Up to bat, Khaled Allen. 2 for 3 with 2 singles so far. Runner on first, no outs. First pitch. Fly ball to left field. Can Parsons get under it? Parsons gets under it and holds them to first. 1 out. That's my boy Parsons. Sarah Vasiliev up at bat 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a pop out. But can Vasiliev get something moving here for the Axolotls? Foul ball 0-1. Low and away slider. Ball 1-1. Ball 2-1 on a high and in fast. Ball 3-1. Up and away fastball. Zhongwei Kono walks another one. Vasiliev goes to first and Kuzman moves over to second. 1 out, runners on first and second. We do have the tie-breaking runs here. If Ayala can convert it, 1 for 3 today with a single line out and a fly out. Axolotls have an opportunity for a walk-off. Foul ball 0-1 on that low and in sinker. Foul ball 0-2. Up and away fastball. Kono needs to control these pitches if he's going to get anywhere. Foul ball 0-2 on that low curve. Kuzman is caught stealing third. Ball 1 and 2. 2 outs. Runner on first. We no longer have a winning walk-off setup here. Pop up to first, and I believe that's going to be the game. As soon as Quan gets under it. Any day now, Quan. Pops out to Quan. That's going to do it for the game today. Wallingford multiple Anteaters 3. Oshawa Axolotls 1. Great game today. Alicia Castillo named player of the game with her 2 home runs in back-to-back outings. Back-to-back plate appearances. That's going to bring Anteaters up to 9-14, only behind by 20 runs now. And let's check out the rest of the Maple League real quick. And first, we still have the Niagara Autumns, which I believe are a test NPC team, followed by the Salt Lake City Cold Fusion Reactors, who have not really moved since I have seen them. Saturn Globe Disruptor Project, enemies of the team, up there in third with 14-8. Laurentian Hills Shields 14-10. Toronto Urban Park Rangers 13-8. Hamilton Rolling Commercial Ducks 13-10. Hamilton Combined Workers 12-7. Payne Court Prosecutors 12-5. Toronto Visible Light Rays 12-9. Green Bank Greetings 12-10. Brampton Mountain Pleasant Players 11-10. And Missoula Mathematics Smart Museum 11-10. Our good friend PB of Moonshot, their team. Oh, they have a Hobble Pranson too. Any ones that are duos for me? They have a Regina Kwan. The Wrath of Kwan. Damn. Alright, well that's gonna be it. We gotta get doing some homework and laundry so that we're all set for our trip tomorrow. Thank you for joining me and rooting on the Anteaters. And that was a good game. Really held him there. Alright, well, until next time, and the Toronto Northern Lights failing to beat the Roswell weather balloons so far. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We will see you next time, sports fans. Goodbye.